These releases should make it a September to remember. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 anticipated releases of September 2017.
What's the biggest thing you ever killed with that bad boy, huh?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at new releases in the realms of movies, music, and video games, as well as premieres of new TV series and new seasons of ongoing series.
What the?
Number 10, The Deuce.
Hey, baby brother. You still betting?
This HBO original series reunites David Simon and George Pelecanos, who previously worked together on Treme and The Wire. Set during the 1970s, The Deuce centers on the rise of porn and prostitution, as well as the upsurge in HIV and drug violence. Maggie Gyllenhaal stars as a sex worker, while James Franco takes on a dual performance as twin brothers assisting the mob. Whether the show lives up to HBO's high standards or not, one thing is for certain: nobody rocks a porn stash quite like Franco.
I'm running a legitimate business here. The center of things now.
Number 9, Mother. Darren Aronofsky looks to be back with his new film, Mother, an upcoming psychological thriller which brings together Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. While Pi and Black Swan certainly have proved that Aronofsky works best within the thriller genre, Mother looks to be a step in a different direction, taking a much more claustrophobic tone. Premiering at the Venice International Film Festival, followed by a wide release shortly after, we're already waiting at the edge of our seats for this one. Number 8, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Following Disney's acquisition of Marvel, it seemed like the end of an era for one of our favorite crossover franchises. Marvel vs. Capcom scored a second life, however, when the House of Mouse's gaming division opened its doors. Several playable characters will make their debut in this long-awaited title. In Capcom's corner, we have Mega Man X, Jedha Doma, and Sigma. Meanwhile, Marvel has introduced Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Gamora, and Ultron. The game even includes a 2-hour story mode that promises to bring together the best of both worlds.
We are Ultron Sigma.
Number 7, Concrete and Gold by the Foo Fighters. Concrete and Gold marks keyboardist Rami Jaffe's first credit as an official Foo Fighter. On top of that, the band collaborated with several big names for their 9th studio album, including Sean Stockman of Boyz II Men, and a certain somebody frontman Dave Grohl describes as probably the biggest pop star in the world. The album earned early praise for its first single, Run, complete with a music video that proves senior citizens and hard rock go hand in hand. Seriously, music videos are weird. Number 6, Battle of the Sexes.
You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Okay, Bobby.
From the directors of Little Miss Sunshine, this true story centers on the 1973 tennis match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs in the ultimate Battle of the Sexes.
I am not saying that women don't belong on the court. Who would pick up the balls otherwise?
Oh my God.
Emma Stone is fresh off an Oscar win for La La Land, while Steve Carell received an Oscar nomination for Foxcatcher a while back. We wouldn't be surprised if both returned to the Academy Awards for their performances here. All that's missing is Ryan Gosling for a Crazy Stupid Love reunion.
This is gonna be fun.
Number 5, Inhumans.
You should have known this day was coming.
By now, you've probably binge-watched The Defenders. The good news is that the next Marvel series is just around the corner. This show was originally intended to be a feature film set in the MCU. While a movie never quite got off the ground, the Inhuman royal family eventually found a home on ABC alongside the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Despite being a TV series, Inhumans is aiming for a cinematic feel, debuting the first chapter in IMAX a couple weeks before its small screen premiere.
Nothing can keep us from being free.
Number 4, Destiny 2.
We know that we were chosen for a reason.
Hear us out. While the first Destiny didn't exactly have everyone clamoring for a sequel, there's a good reason to get excited for this new installment. If you saw WatchMojo's Top 5 E3 2017 moments, you already know that Dan was particularly impressed with Destiny 2.
Running in 4K at 60 FPS, controlling your Guardian with a mouse and keyboard, it just feels really right.
Anyway, based on what Dan saw, this is a highly promising first-person shooter with gorgeous graphics and slick gameplay that'll especially appeal to PC gamers. While it's hard to say if the game will have a lasting impact, Destiny 2 definitely has a strong foundation.
That was inspiring.
Also, there will be a ton of loot! Yeah, right?
Number 3, Star Trek Discovery.
The world doesn't always adhere to logic.
While Star Trek continues to entertain on the silver screen, it's been MIA from television screens since Enterprise ended in 2005. Discovery, which takes place 10 years before the original series in the Prime timeline, will follow a new cast of characters, most notably Sonequa Martin Green from The Walking Dead as First Officer Michael Burnham. Their mission? To explore new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go... You know what? You get the idea. Beam us up, CBS All Access.
My people were biologically determined for one purpose alone, to sense the coming of death. I sense it coming now.
Number 2, Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
We're from the Kingsman tailor shop in London. Maybe you've heard of us?
Kingsman: The Secret Service was one of the freshest action flicks of the decade, satirizing the Bond franchise while also paying homage to it. Director Matthew Vaughn returns for this sequel, along with Taron Egerton's Eggsy, Mark Strong's Merlin, and Colin Firth's Harry, whose death has been greatly exaggerated. On a mission to America, our heroes will cross paths with the likes of Channing Tatum, Jeff Bridges, and a villainous Julianne Moore. Now, if only they could get Sterling Archer in there somehow.
All right, I'm done being polite.
Done being polite, are you, Governor?
Number 1, It.
Here. Take it.
The original It remains a staple of early 90s horror, but let's be honest. In retrospect, the miniseries wasn't without its goofy moments. This remake aspires to up the terror with a hard R rating. Some of our most promising child actors have been enlisted for the Losers Club, including Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. Meanwhile, Bill Skarsgård will fill Tim Curry's clown shoes as Pennywise. Judging from the horrifying, record-breaking teaser trailer, it seems to be one Stephen King adaptation that will float above expectations.
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.